Naomi Campbell, the legendary supermodel, has been outspoken about how Kendall has risen to fame as a so-called model. On an episode of the Meredith Vieira show, Naomi addressed the issue by saying she wished them the best of luck. I mean, good luck to them. I just feel like my generation of women like Cindy Crawford and Linda Evangelista, Christy Turlington, Claudia Schiffer, we had to earn our stripes and take our stepping stones to get to where we've gotten to. We worked so hard and we're still working at it, and it just comes like that for them. But it can also be easy come, easy go. In an interview with People, she also made light of Kendall and her career. She said that her own generation of models was so well known before social media meant something. However, everything changes and evolves, and despite this, she still found it interesting. We didn't have social media, so to be known the way we were without it says something, I guess. But everything changes, everything evolves, I just find the whole thing fascinating. Of course, Taylor Swift doesn't like Kendall Jenner, as she has her beef with her older sister Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. But it actually appears that Taylor didn't really like Kendall before her whole blow up with Kim and Kanye. Now, Kim confirmed on Watch What Happens Live that Kendall was never part of Swift's squad, even though they had a number of close friends, including models Gigi Hadid, Karlie Kloss, and Cara Delevingne. Add to the fact that Kendall also appeared at some of Taylor's 1989 tour shows. But Kendall and her sister Kylie mistreated Selena Gomez, who's one of Taylor's best friends, so I'm sure that played a big factor in that. Even more so, others felt the "Look What You Made Me Do" video's leg tattoo and orange boots, which were similar to those worn by Kendall, were a snub. Gena Lee. She began modeling at the age of 14, and she made her debut at number 16 on Forbes magazine's 2015 list of top earning models with an estimated annual income of $4 million. In 2017, Kendall was named the world's highest paid model by Forbes, which caused some controversy to say the least. After this, in an interview she did in 2018 with Love magazine, pretty much went viral due to her working comments. She said she was never one of those girls who would do like 30 shows a season or whatever those girls do. More power to them. But I had a million jobs, not only catwalks but everything else. These comments made many people angry, including fellow models. Model Gena Lee shared a screenshot of Jenner's quote with her take, "We all are hardworking and worked hard to be where we are. Nothing was ever given to us," she wrote. Lee also posted on an Instagram story of herself during a shoot writing, "I gotta work," with the hashtag I'm not Kim Kardashian. Model Peyton Knight also had her own issues with Kendall's Love interview. She added her own hashtag to the post saying "End the privilege" over Jenner's image in her Instagram story. This kind of disrespect towards other models who have no name for themselves walking into the industry is disgusting, she wrote. "We don't get to choose which shows to do." She then told the post that she felt triggered by Jenner's quote. She was discounting girls who aren't famous and aren't born into rich families, she says. "Their work is nothing, like it's not that hard to do." Afterwards, Kendall took to Twitter to clear up her statement, saying it was intended to be entirely complimentary, but unfortunately, my words were twisted and taken out of context. "I want to be clear. The respect that I have for my peers is immeasurable. I get to experience firsthand their tireless commitment, their work ethic, the endless days, the lack of sleep, separation from family and friends, stress of traveling, the toll on physical and mental health. They still make it all look effortless and beautiful. I'm inspired by so many of these people I've had the good fortune to work alongside. There's no way I could ever hate on that." I don't know how genuine that really is though. It has been said that Rihanna has had a couple of issues with Kendall. Starting off, Rihanna was unhappy with Kendall's association with Chris Brown, Rihanna's ex-boyfriend. Rhee's feelings were extremely hurt and finds it even more embarrassing because to her, Kendall is just a heartless brat, his source claimed. Then it was said the pair started feuding because Rihanna thought that Kendall had taken Cara Delevingne's friendship away from her. Rihanna has always kept in her possessive streak with Cara because they've had this magnetic attraction towards each other that's never been threatened by anybody else. Sure, they both have other BFFs and partners, but they've always found they could pick up where they left off when they next hung out. While Diddy is clearly not in the public's good graces right now, he once did something hilarious to snub Kendall and Kylie. Diddy is clearly not a fan of the Jenner sisters, which he made apparent after the 2017 Met Gala. Combs Instagrammed a photo of himself with Jaden Smith, Travis Scott, Wiz Khalifa, and Migos at the event, captioning the snap "Black Excellence." It was later revealed that Combs actually cropped Kendall and Kylie out of the photo. Diddy never commented on why exactly he did it. Maybe it's because they're not black and don't fit with the caption, or he just doesn't like them. Regardless, Twitter reacted swiftly to the alleged snub, with many followers applauding Diddy for the move. Supermodel Stephanie Seymour has also spoken out about the new wave of models, particularly Kendall. She told Vanity Fair they are completely different than we were. Supermodels are sort of the thing of the past. They deserve their own title. Kendall and Gigi Hadid are beautiful girls and I support all of them, but they need their own title. Bees of the moment, she cracked. That would be a good title for them. Kendall responded to Seymour's comments in an open letter on her own website, defending not only herself and Gigi, but also giving her own thoughts on real supermodels. supermodels. If you choose to be a cyberbully, I'm going to stick up for myself, she began. No one is trying to steal Stephanie Seymour's thing or trying to be her. I actually looked up to her. She has a daughter. I guarantee that she didn't imagine someone so publicly shaming her daughter when she made those comments about us being bees of the moment. And while she dismisses Seymour's model moniker, Kendall maintains that her industry is more about work ethic than labels. I don't know though, both Kendall and Gigi are nepo babies, so they've gotten a lot of advantages over the years. Model Rebecca Romine had an issue with Kendall with how she rose to fame and didn't deserve her success. Rebecca told Entertainment Tonight, "No one has proven yet that numbers of followers translates to revenue, so it is frustrating," she added. "I know a lot of people are legitimate fashion people and I can't stand it. I hated that these, social media stars are now the supermodels in fashion. They are not true supermodels." She then added, "I've been disappointed that fashion magazines have been supporting this trend of social media stars to set our style standards. But it will change. Fashion always does." However, Rebecca later referred her previous statement to Us Weekly saying, "First of all, I was asked my opinion about a social media trend. No specific names were ever mentioned. Secondly, I'm embarrassed that I even used the word supermodel. It's a dumb word that has always been too loosely thrown around Kendall in a stratosphere that I never came close to in the modeling world. It's not a competition and we don't get anything out of pitting women against each other." It sounds like she's just trying to cover her tracks, but she had some really good points. The Doors. For some backstory, a couple years ago, Kendall and Kylie released shirts for their clothing brand with images of iconic singers and rappers. The problem was they didn't get permission to use these images and it caused a lot of controversy. Now, one of the bands they used was The Doors, and the surviving members of The Doors sent the Jenners a cease and desist letter for using their image on merch. The Doors have recently learned that Kendall and Kylie are selling shirts using their protected property without the Doors' authorization or consent, the letter reads. The use of the registered trademarks in commerce is likely to cause confusion, mistake, or to deceive consumers into believing that the Kendall-Kylie apparel was authorized by The Doors when no such authorization was sought or provided by The Doors. The superimposing of a selfie of Kendall Jenner over the iconic lion portrait of the late Jim Morrison is offensive and remarkable for its failure to recognize the rights of the estate of Mr. Morrison to control the use of his likeness. Jeff Jampol, manager of The Doors and Morrison's estate, told Rolling Stone, "This is a case of people who fashion themselves as celebrities who are famous for being well known but don't actually do anything trying to utilize and steal and capitalize on the legacies of those who actually did something and create amazing art and messages. It's ironic at least and criminal at worst." He added that the Jenners never contacted the surviving members of The Doors. They're obviously attention-seeking missiles who crave celebrity and being well known but don't actually do anything, Jampol said. It's the polar opposite of the artists that they're trampling all over. It's just spitting in the face and on top of art and message and soul and legacy. Yikes, but he's technically not wrong. Anderson Cooper. The Kardashian-Jenner family are always in the media, and they've been on pretty much every single talk show there is except for Anderson Cooper's. When he hosted Anderson Live for 2 years, he already knew that he did not want any of the Kar-Jenners on his new daytime talk show, despite the fact that the family admired him. Now, he did not ban them. When he appeared on Watch What Happens Live, the journalist told Andy Cohen that the family were already everywhere and all over the media, so he simply didn't have anything new to say to them. So what would be the point of having them on his daytime talk show? And I mean, hey, he really has a point there. Well, that's all for a list of the top 10 celebrities who tried to warn us about Kendall Jenner. Are you a fan of Kendall? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.